He's dying so fast. Look at that. Halfway in. Oh my god, dude. Three counterattacks. He's already halfway dead. What is up, dirtbags? We are doing a Scarab King 100, and look at this freaking team. So random. I just threw it together because I was really testing out what's his name, Skull-Lord Valgal. So with the new buff to him, he's perfect for Scarab King, not needing a destroy set on anybody. I think the MVP here is going to be Geomancer. So Geomancer is going to be kind of talked about a lot during this. He really can be used anywhere. So if you don't have a Geomancer leveled up at 60, put him to 60. But guys, take a look at this run. This was recorded prior to me obviously making this video, but we just did a full solo Skull-Lord Vargal of Scarab King 100. This is 100 hard. So like the best of the best. And look at his HP all the way at the top. You can't really see, it's very tiny because it's cut off, but his shield is it's almost gone already, and he's already halfway done. Now this doesn't have any cold hearts, obviously. It doesn't have reducing of his turn meter like my one perfection video where it's 2 allures, a cold heart, and miscreated monster. None of those people in here. We literally just beat it in 2 minutes and 48 seconds. Fastest run I've ever had. It was 48 turns. Let me see if I can get it. It was did I try it again? Oh, that was me soloing it over before. But dude, it's insane how fast we just did that run. So I'm glad I recorded it, because I wouldn't have done a video if I didn't record it. We're going to go over the champions I use, other champions that you can use. The 2 main people I think you're going to want on this team is going to be Geomancer, and obviously Skull-Lord Vargal. The other 3 can be interchanged, but they definitely help out a lot, especially Iron Brago. Now, we're also going to make a video on Lord Chamford as well, just because he's really good, I think. So let's go to our champions. I took some of the gear off. I apologize, but why this works now and it didn't before is because our Skull-Lord Vargal got a buff. We had this guy in there, Skull-Lord Vargal. He might actually be good to bring in there. Really, anybody that could put a shield up and be tanky at the same time will be good for Scarab King 100. Where's our Geomancer? Geomancer right there. And who else? Miscreated Monster. We didn't bring him, but you still can bring him in. All right, so let's take these guys out. And Lord Chamford, is he in here? I think we took him out already. Yeah, Lord Chamford is see his HP? It was like full the entire freaking time. All right, so start off with the guy that we really want to talk about. This guy, we just did a full solo video on him, so go check that out. But what changed was his passive. Right here, it decreases enemy max HP by 0.5 on the Scarab King. So it specifically says Scarab King. So every time Scarab King does an AoE attack, it decreases the enemy max HP, which reduces the shield. So when Geomancer deflects, 15% of the damage back to the person, it's going back to the shield as well as the damage onto the boss. So it's just a sick combo. I don't have any destroy set on anybody in this run, so we were still able to do it because of his passive. So literally, if you just have him in there with even just a shield set, put a shield set on Skull-Lord with a crap ton of HP and just have him be there. Him just being there will make you do this boss. All right, so that's the first thing. The second thing, we had this guy in here. He did put up a crap ton of poisons, so if you want to bring a poisoner in here to have the damage get reduced by that much, he does have a lot of HP being on 100 hard Dune Tower. So his passive, every time he's attacked with a ally protection or strengthen up, he puts a poison on the enemy boss. So this passive works well on it. He does put a shield set on himself every time he attacks. Doesn't really work on the Scarab King, but he puts a shield up, so if the shield survives, which it probably won't, but he's really there just for poison. So you can replace him with anybody else that puts out poisons or survives longer. And then who else? We have Underbrief Brogni. He puts a shield out, so if you have him go first, or He can extend your shield, right? If you walk in with a shield set on your Skull Lord, he can then extend it first with his A2, or you can put a shield set on Under Priest Brogni, but you probably use them everywhere else in the entire game. But he puts a shield out and also block debuffs. Very good. This guy, Lord Chamfort, though, I'm going to do a solo guide on him, but we put him in this set just because I had a really good set that he's my only deflection set I have, and he has it. It's just 20 HP, 20 defense, and deflects debuffs on the attacker, 20% chance. But his skills are sick. So I geared him out, or leveled him out, just to get this down to 3, and then this down to 1. So every turn, excuse me, at the start of each turn, places a shield buff on this champion equal 20% of their max HP for 2 turns. Which, if he's got a lot of HP, it's gonna help out a lot. And this is the best part: slows down the enemy by 15% of their speed whenever he's attacked. So there's your decreased speed. If you want to bring in a Lord Chamfort, even at level 50, put a shield set on, do whatever you got to do, and then every time he's attacked, he puts a decreased speed on the enemy champion or boss. But he also has a decreased attack, so your champions get hit less. Decreased accuracy, which means you're not going to put up debuffs on your team. So he is perfect for the Scarab King if you're going to do this comp, or I'm sure a lot of other bosses. I'm going to try him out in the Hydra as well. But this right here, the passive is cool, and also this on a 3-turn cooldown for 2 turns. Decreased attack, which means you're going to get less. You're going to get hit less, and decreased accuracy, which is huge for bosses. All right. Iron Priest Brago, sorry. Just put him as much defense as possibly can. He's basically a buffer now for my teams. He's got 92 crit rate. He does do a lot of damage, but look how much defense he has. He starts off with almost 1500 defense base, and everything that I can put defense on him, I put defense on him. So he's got 6300 defense, 51,000 HP. So if you don't have at least 40k HP, focus more on the HP and then defense. But you want to get at least 40k HP and then the rest in defense. And why you get defense on Iron Brago is because he gives you 10% of that defense for your whole team. So now your team is tankier for the bosses. So having him just be in there, your whole team gets an extra 600 defense. He's got a passive. Increase defense of all allies by 10% of this champion's defense. So he can increase he could decrease attack as well. I don't have a lot of accuracy on him, but he increases your defense on your team, and innately just being on the team, he gives you 600 defense. Basic mastery. So that is the other thing I would bring in. And now our MVP is going to be Geomancer. So why did he die so fast? It's because Geomancer has a spell, or a passive, decreases the damage, so another decreased damage, all allies receive by 15%, and deflects that damage onto the enemy with an HP burn debuff placed by this champion. So he's the only one on the team that has the HP burn debuff. So what he does is he puts this out first. Basically, turn 1, he just places a HP burn debuff on the boss. And every time the boss attacks, which he counterattacks a lot when you don't have a shield up, all that damage coming to you guys is reflecting back to him with the damage. So he's getting HP burned. He's slowing his speed. He's losing his shield because of Vargal. And he's taking 30% of the damage that he's inflicting back to the attacker. When deflecting damage on each enemy hit has a 30% chance of dealing additional damage equal to 3%. Oh my god, he just melts because it targets max HP additional damage. So this is why Geo is so freaking good. There are so many videos with him on the main clan boss just doing so much ridiculous damage, and that's because that passive, it's not broken, it's just very good on bosses. So he also does decrease accuracy if you didn't get it up on your Chamfort. So Chamfort definitely does help, but you don't need him. But this guy, having him and really him are the only 2 champions, and everything else just be Iron Brago probably, but everybody else just be super tanky, and bring those 2 in, and then you should be able to do Scarab King 100 hard. So his stats, he died pretty fast, but he has 61k HP, 2300 defense, 237 speed, 353. You need the accuracy. If you're going to use him for bosses, you definitely want to land that accuracy debuff. And you can even bring in this guy, Vargoth. You can bring in him. You can bring in Masquerade Monster. You can bring in another Geomancer. Like, there's a lot of champions that you can bring in. Duchess, Warlord. This guy, obviously, Orost. Ursiga. I just built her. She's got a shit ton of HP. 124. But yeah, so that was a quick video. I think that's really all you need. I could probably make it faster if I bring in another DPS champion, like instead of Lord Chamford, just to kind of nuke down the waves. You could probably bring in Seer to nuke down the waves. You could bring in really a lot of people instead of the team that I brought. But I want to play it again. So this was the team, and once you get to the boss, let's fast forward this. We don't get to the boss till like a minute, so this could easily be a lot faster. So we get to the boss. There we go. All right, so I manualed it. I put the HP burn up, and then I just hit auto. But look at his HP. After like 5 seconds, he's already a quarter in. Oh my god, he's dying so fast. Look at that. Halfway in. Oh my god, dude. Three counterattacks. He's already halfway dead. Everybody HPs looks fine. Geomancer is probably going to die first. Vargal is still full health. Lord Champer is still full health. Okay, so bring in Miscreated Monster so that way he could put up Ally Protect. So Ally Protect definitely helps. Your guy with Ally Protect is going to die, but who cares? You're going to kill it in 2 minutes anyway. So hopefully this helps you just to even beat it. If you're struggling with it, if you have Vargal sitting in the vault, you probably don't even need him at level 60. And if you have Geomancer, he's probably already level 60. If I have Brago, the other two, just bring Miscreated Monster and a Poison Champion, and then you should be good to go. So guys, appreciate it. Let me know what you guys thought. Join the Discord at the bottom. Hit subscribe. We're already up to 2,300 subscribers. Appreciate all you dirtbags. Good luck, and we'll see you in another video soon.